this building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off from Foxborough. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Back to Jeanty. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
All set to go now from the 35. Jeanty on the draw. Great decision to bounce this outside. Brock gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Another give here to Jeanty. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
You know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk. You'll get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Play action now for Stafford. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready? Get 80. Hey, give me radar.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
All right, here comes Jeremy Crawshaw for the punt. It's fourth down. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
On the return, the Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Hold the ready.
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Jones. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To throw again here on second and 10. Jones. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
38-yard line.
Play fake, Jones. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he's sent down right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's a New England first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
70 Lion. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Again, Jones to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's looking for Dallas Goedert there. So that brings up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Lion. Let's go.
To throw again, it's Jones. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the set.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Ready? Track 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates. Check go.
To the air on third and long. Finds Genty underneath. He's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Genty from the gun. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Jinty. And we'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got it. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots pull that in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on the handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Massive hits, the ball's out. And they steal it back on the return. And New England will return it for the touchdown. The Patriots take a 20-zip lead. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Sanford. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get it down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. First down throw here for Sanford. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford again. Man, it's Marvin Mims. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. it right with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Yeah, it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Ready. Waiting.
We take the handoff now, Safford. Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns start to fight back with their first points of this game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Jones now to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Jones to throw. Still has some space inside the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
10 at the 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go.
Now it's Genty. He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Play fake with Jones. Completed to his running back. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
3rd down, Jones to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. McPherson's kick is good, and that makes this a 3-score game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On return, here's Mims. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Hits him on the out route. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready! Yellow lady! Yellow lady! Scoopity hot!
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Set! Yellow 20!
Stafford now on 1st down. He's throwing deep to the left side, and he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. That throw finds Tolbert. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Slide's kick is up and good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Hey, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final throw before the break. He throws a bullet deep to the right side, into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Browns are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. downs look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Stafford from the gun. Finds Mims. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 now from the 46. To throw, Stafford. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Stafford now off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Browns.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like we got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Ready. Look 60. Hey.
Stafford now. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Set. Got 80.
Now Stafford to throw. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
50.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They send Mims left. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Drill right, 22.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
Lady!
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Yellow 20!
Stafford gonna go on fourth. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First play is going to be again to Genty. And he's got to push this one up to the 20 before they send him out. The game's 15 there. And that's a New England first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You get it back. It's a terrible field position. They run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
Going to the ground again on first. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Patriots in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the win here. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set! Set! Go, Chap! Go, Chap! Panther 11! Panther 11! Street! 19 tight! 19 tight! Dragon 60! Chap 60! Chap 60! Ready?
On first down, it's Jones to throw. In by his back here, it's Genty. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Well, the president nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
60 Bison! 60 Buffalo 18!
Jones trying again now on 2nd and 10. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
Let's go now! 18!
Jones now on 3rd down. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Jones going to throw again. It's a screen play to Genty. Still has room inside the 15. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Ready?
Here's Genty. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Patriots make it a 3-score game in the fourth.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air and have 2 touchdowns on the ground, it's just been a difference maker.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that and you kick off returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down throw here for Stafford. Hits him on the end route. On the move, past the 40. And he is down to the 30-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That's good for Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Lady!
Shotgun snap to Stafford. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's second down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Running back motions right. Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Juju Brents with a pick. And the Patriots are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
70 Lions!
Pistol now for Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Play action now with Jones. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
On third and long, it's Jones. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 5 men in the secondary now for the Pats. Third down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 beyond that play. Give him 8 on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game.
Browns 17.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And no luck. The Patriots are there to recover.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, okay, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'm chopping you up.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They're going to pass it here. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he's down to almost, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Stephanie. Bob Roy, Cougar 19. Steady.
Again, Jones to the air. Has it downfield, working the left. And he gets the Patriots the first down. And that should put an end to this contest.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Genty running right. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
17.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So as they've done so many times before, Brock, the Patriots take the win here at Gillette Stadium.